Brunch culture.
We want to talk about faith. We want to talk about politics. We want to talk about race. We want to talk about pop culture. Literally, everything is up for discussion, and that's what brunch culture is about.
It's about a thing. Feel real good, wave your hands in the air and lick 2 shots in the air.
Brunch culture. Brunch culture. Brunch culture.
And now it's time for our
random topic.
So each week we find the most bizarre stuff for y'all. It's hard sometimes, but we find it. And I just want y'all to know that this probably is the most disgusting thing yet. Accused bank robber says Virgin Mary told him to eat his feces, and he did it in court.
See, people just...
I gotta read the story. It's from HuffPost, y'all.
Before, if you are eating something, if you snacking on something in your car, just stop it. Just take it out. Just put it to the side. Pause this. Finish eating it, and then listen. All right, go ahead.
A California man accused of robbing a bank apparently decided he was done taking crap from prosecutors, so he decided to take matters into his own hands and eat some instead. Albert Gilbertson pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity for allegedly robbing a St. Louis bank in 2013. Police said during the robbery, 40-year-old Gilbertson disguised himself by wearing a hat and a pink child's backpack. All right, that's something's wrong right there. Before slipping a note to the bank tellers demanding cash. According to the Cal Coast News, he allegedly said it was the Virgin Mary who suggested the disguise. Despite previously poor advice, Gilbertson listened to the Virgin Mary again. She done led him astray twice. When she told him to eat his own feces while on the witness stand. The suspect allegedly reached his hands into his pants, removed his own waist, and began eating the cheeky snack. In the chaos that followed, Judge Donald Umhofer called for a recess, obviously. When the trial later resumed, mental health expert testified he saw Gilbertson hitting himself to get rid of the voices in his head. Online records show Gilbertson was previously convicted for sexual assault. This trial is ongoing. He hasn't been convicted yet. But I think it's safe to say the insanity plea is probably a shoo-in. But I first of all, I don't want to make light of mental illness. That is a real thing. But listen, if I was in that courtroom, y'all, I wouldn't have been able to continue.
The minute he told me that the Virgin Mary told him to do something, I probably would have been floored. I would have.
See, I wouldn't have been floored at that. I would have been floored at that him reaching into his pants. Because that means you already used the bathroom on yourself, first of all. And then you went and grabbed it and put in your mouth. Oh my God.
I just want to understand. I just want to understand though, like, why did the Virgin Mary have to do it? Like, out of everybody, anybody, it could have been anybody. The Virgin Mary, like,
she got up because it's around Easter time.
I can't.
It's around Easter time, so that kind of go. That kind of go.
Okay. Okay.
You know how Jesus? I don't know. I was trying to make it a tie. I was trying to tie it in, but I couldn't get it there. But it is around Easter, so I guess I'm assuming that's where it came from.
He was maybe somebody, he had gone to like an event and maybe they were talking about the birth of Christ and
could you imagine that judge face? Because the judge right next to the witness stand.
Yeah. I'd have just been. Hey, I would have just got up. You know what? I'm for this. I'm gonna start basket weaving. I'm just gonna start a whole new profession, just basket weave.
The court reporter. What did she do? He ate his own feces.
I didn't even think about that. Like, she got to document the whole thing, and they don't have like the full keyboard. They got them little it's like shorthand type thing. So I
Yeah.
wonder if there's a shorthand for that. Like how you
She need an
I
emoji tab for that.
don't
She need an emoji tab. That would have really helped because I think that's cause for emojis. It's just like, what in the world? If I was the lawyer, I'd be like, I can't do this because he probably got a public defender. I said, this is not what I learned in law school. I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah, I quit. I'm just going. I'm telling you, I'm about to start weaving some baskets. I'm gonna listen to what Dame Dash said, and I'm gonna take my money from somewhere. Y'all, cause y'all can't pay me, cause y'all don't want y'all to be my boss. And I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna find some, I'm gonna go outside on the trees, and I'm gonna get some sticks together, some bamboo, and I'm gonna start making baskets. I'm gonna make my own business. That's what I'm gonna do, cause you know what? This ain't right.
Yeah, this is not right. So it's time for our quote of the week. This week's quote comes from Darius Daniels. It says, "It's hard for somebody to tell you you're wrong when you feel like you're winning." And that just speaks to the fact that sometimes when we're succeeding in the things we want to succeed in, when people come into our lives and say, "Hey, there's a problem here. You need to correct." Sometimes the pride in us won't receive it because we're like, "Well, I'm succeeding." So we're pragmatists in a sense. So we say, okay, so this is working for me. I don't need to alter anything. And
True.
so as young professionals, that's really prevalent in us sometimes, pride. And we kind of feel ourselves a little bit and we can't take critiques. But in order to get better, in order to thrive over a long period of time, you need to be able to accept criticism and alter things so your character can excel.
Truth, truth, truth. My colleague and I were actually talking about that today. We were talking about wanting more criticism on our job, feeling like, people keep telling us like, "Oh, you're doing a great job. This is good. Keep doing what you're doing." But I'm like, I got to be doing something wrong, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's something that I can improve upon. And so we kind of like made this personal pact with each other, like, "Hey, if you see me doing something wrong, just like call me out, at least so I can because I want to be." I need to keep getting better. There's no such thing for me as just, oh, I've reached the place where I have it all together. Like, nah. So I think that's definitely something like if you're not getting it, you need to get around some people that's going to give it to you because that's the only way you're going to consistently get better.
Yes, definitely. So we want to thank you for listening to episode 42 of Brunch Culture. As always, you can check us out on our website at www.brunchculturebc.com. Follow us on Twitter at Brunch Culture, on Instagram at Brunch_culture, on Facebook at facebook.com/Brunch Culture. And make sure you subscribe to us on iTunes and also sign up on our website for our email updates. And y'all continue to share us on social media. Post about the show. If you liked it, tell your friends on social media. Post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, post it on Instagram. We want to get the word out, and we're gonna get the word out through you guys that faithfully listen to us every week. So we thank you and we appreciate you. And remember, at Brunch Culture, everything is up for discussion.